Anybody seen the video with the alligator with the man in the alligator mouth? I put it in the member group, man. I put it in the FOOTBALLVILLE private group, man. The video with the alligator with the man in his mouth. Anybody seen that, man? I was gonna get a little close to the water, but I thought about the video, man. It's all bad. Listen, man. Basically, fall camp, defense has been kind of getting the best of the offense. We're hearing about the defense tackling better, being aggressive. We're hearing about pass rushers coming out, freshmen that we didn't expect were going to be coming out. We're hearing about we got Akeem Mesidor out there doing his thing, and the defense is up. You know what I'm saying? It has been getting the best of the offense. Last scrimmage, we heard the first defense held the first offense to not scoring, and then you hear the offense. You're talking about drop balls, things of that nature. My take on defense and offense has always been offense is more complicated than defense, and takes a little longer to gel. Defense is like playing electronic football, or playing. It's like playing the computer, playing against Madden with the computer. Defense, you set guys up out there for the most part. You give them a couple assignments, and they run around, they make plays, they find the ball. I always thought it was easy to do that. Now, you can argue with me in the comment section all you want to. But I always felt like it was easier to do that. In these fall camps at the beginning, the defense should be ahead. I think that's normal, how teams, that the defense should be ahead, should be getting best of the offense as the offense gel. In the past, we've seen it been the opposite. In the past, we've seen it to be the opposite. But in the past, a lot of shit we was doing was the opposite and jacked up as we realize it now that we kind of turning our program into a real program. Yeah, we would see Deandre King carve our defense up like with ease, like get the ball, carve our defense up, go down the field, throw it to the tight end, to the running back, tight end, running back, touchdown, no sweat. I think the defense should be ahead of the offense. I think that's good signs of how things go. I think that's how it always is in fall camp. The drops, I'm not concerned one bit. If the games was this weekend and you're telling me that Restrepo, Redding, Rashad, Romello, all of a sudden can't play wide receiver, I'm gonna call Bush. Caneville, man, we out here, bro. We stay out here.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. The bottom of the clip, but the gunshine stay high. What them boys still boating in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get K and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the lingo.
All right. I'm back here at Kane's camp. Nice day out here, man. Some sun, some clouds. Shout out to Haley. Shout out to Haley. Miami Hurricanes are getting closer and closer to their game versus Bethune-Cookman. And as they get closer, it seems as if they drop a player a week. And it's been hitting the running back room. The running back room has lost 2, which is Cheney and Citizen, who was a freshman, who was going to have to work to get himself some playing time anyway. But that leaves him with 3 and 2 walk-ons. One did very well in the spring game, which was Perry. Perry did very well in the spring game. But also on the team, we have a very talented kid that has showed us he can make plays. This was Brashad Smith. And Brashad Smith, which a lot of people don't know, we used to acknowledge him at times and put up video of it. He was a running back all his life. Not the tallest, but he has broad shoulders, big thighs. he's more natural at running back. If he begins to get carries at running back, you will see that. Well, that's what he naturally does. He switched to wide receiver as a sophomore in high school, but then he ended his career at Palmetto in the Wildcat, playing running back. So that'll be interesting take on how he looked. Miami first two opponents aren't that great, but we'll see how they manage the running back rule. Member Shah, man. IOD Squad, Investor Die, Caneville, man. We out here. Yep. All right. When did you go check out Orlando Jones and Miami Northwestern the other night? Orlando Jones, very athletic team. Got a couple big athletic guys on that squad. And one of them is Deandre Robinson. Deandre Robinson, 6'4", 300 pounds, class of 2024. 4.7 happens rated a 4-star. His offers from Arizona State, Florida. Catch his whole list. Florida State, Georgia, Miami, Michigan State, X-Men. Yeah, very right. He got off from everybody. 2024 kid. We asked him to speak with him. Plays D-line. Say he wants to play 3 technique in college. Asked him about the schools he's visited. Has he been on any visits? You know he's only a 2024 kid. So asked him if he's been on any visits. Probably haven't taken any official visits, but he said yes, he had been to a couple of schools. And Miami was one of them. He also said he visited Georgia Tech, Florida, Tallahassee. They've been to Tallahassee. He plans on going to Texas A&M on September the 10th. And I asked him which visit was the coolest, like who had the coolest stuff, we had the best visit at, and he said Miami hands down. I asked him what he liked about Miami. He said he loved the energy, he had excitement, he had fun. They was having fun while they was working. Coaches know what they're doing, and he talked about how we have D-line coaches that have made it happen on the level that he wants to make it happen, how that influences where he would decide to go. Say he felt like it's a brotherhood. So obviously when he came down here, the Miami staff, the excitement, they made him feel like a family, like it was about more than football per se. The excitement part is the part that we got into it about with Jay from South Florida Express a couple years ago. The fans kind of went at Jay because Jay was trying to tell them that, hey, listen, man, when you go to some of these other schools, the excitement and the way they greet you is different than Miami. Well, Deandre Robinson and a lot of other recruits have basically proven that has changed. And it changed fast too. Coming with Mario, I mean, and I'm sure Mario have seen it at different programs at Alabama. He probably implemented it at Oregon, and has it here. And we kind of see it when it through the pictures too. They take the pictures and you see the coaches they lit, making the kids feel good. Because at the end of the day, you're recruiting kids and their parents. But yeah, before I Deandre Robinson, man, the kid is the second highest rated kid on Orlando Jones' team after Malik Bryant. He said the Canes made him feel like he can come back at any time. And just be around the environment. So Orlando, 3 hours away? So man, y'all still keep an eye on Deandre Robinson, man. We got a story we'll be putting up on him soon, so you can read about it. I keep talking? You can talk. Because you have to patch it in so well. Because when you talk about the big guys, man, you can't get enough of the big lines, O-line and D-line. For some reason, big Deandre feel he'll be about 6'5". Actually, was his dad 6'5". He said his mom was 5'11", 6 foot. All right, listen, man. So the rain started coming down out of nowhere. I mean, this is Miami, man. I didn't see that coming. And we're standing in the doorway of the IPF. With Louis Headley and his crew back here. The kickers and the punters are always in the IPF. But who we haven't seen in the IPF once yet was the team. The team hasn't practiced in the IPF not one time that we've seen while we've been here. They've been outside, rain, sleet, or snow, going in. And even when we come at the end to do the interviews, we haven't seen them in the IPF. That's not to say that they're never in the IPF, but they don't go in the IPF. Everything has been outside in this heat, and getting it in, hard work, with the sun beaming across your helmet. Now, with these new ice buckets or ice boxes or whatever they have, I don't even know if you could really, say, because yeah, they're making it more comfortable out here. Because I'm being honest with you, one thing I heard this year for the first time was a kid say that he didn't want to go play at a high school. And that kid was number 1 wide receiver in the nation, Cornell Tate. Cornell Tate actually said he didn't want to go to any hot weather schools. He wanted to go to somewhere cool. He's from Chicago. He's playing at IMG, and I can only assume that his experience at IMG, which is in Florida, was like, holy crap, it is hot. And he realized that he would rather practice with sweats under his pads other than sweating his balls off. So yeah, so making it, this is a new day, man. Everything evolved, and making it more comfortable for the kids out here, man. Doesn't necessarily mean you're making them soft. That's some old school stuff when you had somebody had to pass out and down the football field because they weren't drinking water. I mean, that's just not where we at anymore. But that's not where anybody's at anymore. When it comes to practice and going hard and some of these things that we've seen in the past. So yeah, man, no IPF so far. Kane's been out here getting it in since we've been coming to practice. I think this is week 3, week 4. So that is an interesting take. Shout out to Creel. We're looking at former national champ last year from Georgia Bulldogs, from one of the top defenses, they're trying to say ever, college football. Coach Jamila Dye. Jamila Dye is over our DBs. Coach Dye is actually from Florida, Valrico, Florida. I'm gonna have to look at a map and find out where Valrico is. I know y'all will let me know in the comment section. But Coach was the ball at West Virginia, man, and then went undrafted. Went to Tampa for a year, then went to the Colts for a year, short stint in the NFL, and that was it for him in the NFL. But Coach Jamil Odai has a brother, and his brother is Jaleel Odai. Jaleel Odai was a safety, played at Central Michigan. He was in the league for over 8 years. When in 2013, undrafted, went to San Diego Chargers, then Houston, Texas. The Los Angeles Chargers in 2020, then ended it at the Indianapolis Colts. Coach Odai and his brother. I mean, Coach Odai comes from a family of ballers. His brother, 453 tackles in the NFL, 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 5 interceptions. Coach Odai has came here and quickly instilled some discipline into this defensive back room, helped them with tackling and aggressiveness, and that's been shown in the scrimmages that we've seen. Well, we haven't seen them, that we've got reports from. So shout out to Coach Odai, man, for coming here and turning this thing around. Speaking of DBs, I think Bubba Bolden was cut. We're gonna keep track on that to see if Bubba Bolden gets picked up by another. Picked up by another squad. So listen, man, we back out here, man. We're getting closer to Bethune. All right, man. I'm gonna give y'all a dude list. Get back on the dude list thing. Somebody put these in the list for me, man. My dude list. Jakai Clark at center, man. He's a dude. He's a dude, man. Took over as center, man, and changed the whole offense, the way the offense was communicating, and the way the offense was playing. Coconut just dropped out the tree. Coconut's a dude. So we got Jakai Clark and the Coconut. Akeem Mesidor. Mesidor is a dude. Mesidor came from Canada, went to a boarding school in Florida, lived in somebody's basement, went to West Virginia where the birds fly upside down, all just to make it to Miami and have a chance, you know what I'm saying, to play alongside or under Jason Taylor, Hall of Famer defensive end. He's a dude. Running back, let's say Brashard Smith. Let's talk about Brashard Smith. He's a dude. Brashard Smith may have to do the dual thing and get back to his running back ways, the way he was in youth football. So Brashard Smith, he's a dude. And Porter, he's a dude. I think he was on the first dude list, but we're going to keep mentioning Porter because for some reason I think Porter will prevail and eventually be one of the playmakers at cornerback. He's a dude. And Nigel Kelly just keeps showing over and over again that he's going to push his way into that 2 deep, maybe 1 deep, and get it done because it seems to be Nigel Kelly that he's a talent that we're not going to be able to keep off the field. Greg Rousseau types. He's a dude. Somebody put the dude list in the list for me, man. Put it in the FOOTBALLVILLE group. All right.